to give you a refresher on how to align these rings to the very center and then how to collect the files for exporting. First of all, this proportional grid is going to help us a lot, and I can actually turn off the camera and that eliminates any of the 3D spacing, making it a little easier for me to zoom in. If I go to 100%, you can see the little white center right there. It needs to be on the very center of the proportional grid, and then that white dot needs to be in the middle of any ring that we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them all off except for layer 1 and choose layer 1. Now you can see that it still looks pretty far away. I'm going to go ahead and go to 400%. It is going to be a little blurry even if we turn this on. It's still pretty pixelated because we're blowing it up quite a bit. But you can see that I want to move it upwards. Now I'm not going to grab it by the very middle because that's on the Z-axis. I'm going to grab it over here and just move it like that. Now you can see that it's not in the center of our actual design. So by opening up layer 1 and transform, I can adjust the anchor point right here. So if you can see, I can move it left and right, but it didn't really need to be recentered. I like to go off and then Control Z, and then I'm going to change the other number, which is this one, and try and get it a little better centered. So it's not perfect, but that's in pretty good shape. Now you can see that these arrows, the red and the green, are pointed right on these lines, and that made it fairly easy to figure out the numbering here. Let me just do it one more time so you can see how that works, and up and down, and that's pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and close it up, go to layer 2, and you can see it's really off. So let me change, get rid of layer 1, choose layer 2, open it up, transform, and adjust the anchor point here. So this is left and right, and then this ends up being up and down, and each of these 4 quadrants is almost equal. However, I should have moved it so that it's in the center of the screen first, and then I can center it this way. So I put the anchor point right in the middle of the ring. Let me check another one here, zoom out a little bit more, and it's not too bad, although that is not right in the middle of the screen. And then I can look again. Transform, anchor points, make slight adjustments here. The rest of them may be okay. Let's go ahead and turn everything on, change this back to fit, and mostly the problems in those inner rings. So that looks pretty good. You can see it zooms in right here. Now I could take layer 6, maybe press S, get the scale, could be slightly larger. You can even make everything pretty big so that, yeah, it goes off the screen, but we would be able to fill with more pixels that way. So I'm going to go ahead and change the S scale for each of these, choosing layer 4, bringing it up a little bit. That way we've got a little more detail happening. Leave layer 1. So now everything's spinning, and then when we zoom in, we get to see it.